Historically speaking, we believe the house was built between 1795 and 1798. It was originally deeded to a man named William Montgomery by the trustees of the town of Romney in 1795, subject to the conditions that he built a residence on the property within 3 years. So that's why we think it was built by 1798. Sometime later, he sold the property to a man by the name of William Naylor. Mr. Naylor eventually passed the property to his daughter, Lacey Ann Naylor, in early to mid early 1800s. She married a man by the name of Angus MacDonald, and they lived in the house and raised their family there for many years. Mr. MacDonald acquired the property by virtue of the death of his wife. 1849, he conveyed it to a gentleman by the name of William Davis, and the property remained in the Davis family from 1849 until the last of the two Davis sisters died in the late 1970s. The house is currently situated on part of the original Lot 26 of the town of Romney as laid out on the original plat. And at one time the property comprised the entire Lot 26, which includes the property that our public library is on now.
The significance of the Davis house is that it is the only log structure still extant in the city of Romney that is on its original foundation. The importance of its preservation is to keep, if you will, an example of the structures that were built on the original lots as they would have appeared at the time. It gives us a window into the past of Romney. This particular parcel of ground is located near the heart of Romney and is arguably the oldest extant structure on Main Street. The logs themselves are not very remarkable. However, the fact that it was made out of log speaks to a time in American history when people were building structures of whatever materials were at hand. In the case of log structures, they come to us from Northern Europe. And the joints of the logs, the formation of the logs with hand hewing by a broad axe, all speak to the character of the town as late as 1798. There was some debate as to whether or not it was originally built with the intent of putting lap siding on it. There certainly was lap siding on it. But when it was restored last by Ralph Haynes, the lap siding, as well as probably the asbestos siding on it, though I don't know for sure that it was asbestos, was removed. So as far as rehabilitating it to its original form, we don't know exactly what it looked like. Most structures presenting the face of a town anywhere in West Virginia typically will be made of brick. Those are considered the more superior structures for fire prevention, etc. For us to be able to showcase one made of log built in the 18th century is certainly worth crowing about.
Summer we had the exterior of the house painted. This fall we had the cedar logs on the exterior of the original structure preserved, and we have signed a contract with a company to put a new roof on the property, hopefully within a matter of days, or certainly before the end of the year. We wanted to get that done before real bad weather. So we're moving along, taking small steps, but we needed to take those steps to preserve the structure as it was. We are, once we get that accomplished, we want to establish a scope of work, if you will, as far as rewiring the property, climate control, heating and air conditioning, and security to hopefully preserve it for for the next generations as a nice asset for the community.
What we enjoy in Hampshire County and in the city of Romney is a very vibrant interest in historic preservation, coupled with a healthy work ethic. Davis History House, it had a wonderful patron in Ralph Haynes, who is now deceased, who really took very much an interest in its preservation and led the fight for it. Any renovation work such as this requires a patron to lead the charge, so to speak. We currently have two people, Dot and Bill Calvert, who are very much interested in its preservation. They have done a wonderful job rallying the forces, generating the interest. We just had this past year during the Peach Festival an artisans village there, which I participated in and found it very rewarding and very much on the right track. I am very admiring of those persons who fall in love with their hometowns. It's certainly within our ability to do so, all of us. And for those who see the value of preserving it, to hand it on, present it to future generations.
We just really believe that it's an asset for the community and the county that needs to be preserved.